Hello everyone and welcome everyone back to another video, and it's time for this year's Thanksgiving episode. Now this year I decided why not just make a whole entire feast. Now we still have the cake from last year. We are gonna eat some of that a little later on. But what I have here in the freezer is we have some eggs. We also have some chicken. Well, we cracked one egg. But in the chest, we also have potatoes, pumpkins, and sugar. Kind of eating already the baked potatoes. Let me not get the temptation to eat them. I do have a crafting table here now. So this time we are gonna make a pumpkin pie. And we are also going to bake some chicken representing turkey. And we are also gonna bake some potatoes and have some baked potatoes as well. Actually, let's make a few pumpkin pies. We had the resources for it, so let's just make a whole bunch of pumpkin pies. Now, if we didn't crack one egg, you know, this wouldn't be really a problem. You know what, actually we can go ahead and grab a fresh egg from our farm and actually finish off with get 16 pumpkin pies. I don't want to be down one. Every single bit of calorie counts. So if we go into our barn, this has been happening for hours, days. So many eggs have been laid here. It is crazy. And we're gonna go ahead and just craft it here. Bake our pumpkin pie right there. Just out of the air. Just magically just make the pie appear. Now, sadly we can't make any apple pie. We can't make any peach cobbler. Anything like that. It's just pumpkin pie. And anyways, that's my favorite pie in real life, as well. So let's grab our baked potatoes, and then we grab our, AKA turkey, and we're gonna have an awesome feast. So we're not gonna get started just yet, because then that would, of course, make this way too short. We got some things to do. We're gonna hang on to these for a little later on, but I am gonna go ahead and expand the kitchen for this Thanksgiving because we've been having a problem with space. So we are going to get that changed and expanded. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna get a whole bunch of ovens going, basically furnaces, and we're gonna actually make ourselves a walk-in freezer as well, slash cooler. So then we'll have all the food in there, and we'll do kind of all of that. So we're gonna be expanding the house about 5 blocks. It won't be too big. I don't want to spend too much time expanding it. But let's see. We'll also get some extra wood from breaking down the wall. So we are gonna break down this right here, and then we're gonna expand it out Actually, we can actually keep all of this. Oops. Keep all of this up here. And then we'll dig here. Break this. I lost that piece of wood for a second. And we'll kind of dig out a little bit. And we'll kind of have like... I might make it a little curved. A little bit, kind of like how we have the front entrance. So kind of give it like a nice little curve to it. And then we'll have like our walk-in like freezer like right like going into like the mountain. And then we are going to put all of our furnaces right here on this side. So this is where we'll have just do all of our cooking and everything. And I might actually curve this a little bit further also into the mountain. I'm also gonna put windows here, just not at the moment. Let's go with, looks nice. We could possibly also expand the second floor as well and make a guest bedroom in our house, with this expansion as well. That might actually be something I might do. Actually, that sounds nice. You know, if we get any visitors coming to the world, you know, they'll have somewhere to stay. I mean, we also have the mansion as well that we made for Halloween. That is still up. There's like 3 bedrooms in there. Except the only way you get access though is leaving a nice comment and then being added to the graveyard. And I haven't added anyone in a very long time, so it's been a while. So we're gonna get our floor replaced into cobblestone. I might try and get some carpet because this cobblestone though is looking a little funky, with all the floor being cobble. So we might add some carpet upstairs and a little bit of carpet downstairs here. And I'm not too sure about our basement. I'm not exactly sure about that, but we'll see. I mean, we have a railway that goes in our basement. We are still working on the railway. I just got to get things built further away for us to truly utilize it. But, you know, right now it's alright. So, I think we'll actually go ahead and start doing the walls. And then so we can actually get the walk-in freezer made. So we'll rip this out. And then I forgot to grab some stone because we are gonna make the freezer out of stone. And we have plenty of stone. It's gonna be in this chest here. Yeah, we got 2, 3 stacks, 4, 5 stacks. And Yeah. It's actually... I hear lava somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where that's coming from. Did I have that right? I think I did have that right the first time. Okay, there we go. That looks better. Oh no! That looks a lot better. But our pickaxe is a little too quick. We'll be ripping through everything a little too quickly. Might actually have a cave under here. But at least we found some coal. At least we're getting a little bit of resources out of it. Alright, let's go ahead and fill in the floor. Let's switch to our silk touch. And then let's go ahead and rip this out. I don't know why I'm breaking all the stone. I don't need to break the stone. But, I think this is good for now. We don't want to go too big, and we also don't really want to go too small. No, this is actually perfect. This is the perfect size. Not too big, not too small. And then we'll get like the chest placed. And we'll kind of get a roof made here. Kind of looks like it's going in the mountain. And we'll definitely need to rip all of this out. All of this. And give it the nice flat stone. Okay, and now we have our torches, so we're gonna go chest, chest, torch, chest, chest, torch, chest, 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 chest. And then I'll see if I can get some iron trap doors to look like, to represent the kind of, I don't know, like the fans that are in like freezers. We're gonna go ahead and make some wooden, actually let's make some pressure plates. Now let's go ahead and make some pressure plates for this. And we'll go ahead and do that. And now it's time to add the furnaces. I want to make sure it is as accurate as what we had before on the wall right here. Now we can remove this guy. We no longer need him anymore. And we really do not need these furnaces. These furnaces, everything here can be gone. We now have the walk-in, so we can have every single different food type. So we can have meats over here, then we can have like apples in one chest, and then we can get some stairs, and then we can make this a lot bigger. And then we can have this expanded a little bit. So we have some wood stairs in here somewhere. I do not see any. We're gonna go ahead and get some stairs crafted up and then kind of extend it. Okay, well we just kind of used up all of our wood there. Let's go ahead and get this curved. This would actually be interesting. You know, now our bar has expanded by a lot. And then maybe this should also be enough chairs too. Maybe I don't want to add a chair here. We can just have it go like that. And then we can have a torch here, torch up here, and then torch here, torch over here. We'll kind of do that. Put a torch up here. Make sure there's plenty of lighting to go around. Let's quickly go to sleep. And then when it turns morning, we will finish the outside and kind of get it re-terraformed. We have the grass, we have the wood, barely any wood, but we do have the grass so that we can get this terraformed a little bit back to normal. There is a creeper right over there. So actually I will just use grass for it instead of putting wood over it. And then we'll kind of come down here, do a little bit of work here like that. And then we'll get some dirt, kind of do that. Now it really looks like it's going into the mountain. I don't want to hold any rotten flesh. Now you can't tell that something's even there. The outside looks a little funky though, so we're gonna get some windows placed right here, and this would look so much nicer and not look weird. And I should have plenty of glass. I mean, I had glass somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but this should do for now. So we can get some natural light in here. And I think it's almost time for our feast. We shall start eating right now. It is time. So let's go ahead and eat ourselves a baked potato. Delicious. Let's eat some pumpkin pie. And we're gonna finish off with our basically turkey. But I want to eat some of the moldy cake. So I want to get rid of it, so we're gonna kind of run around a little bit and get our hunger bar down and just kind of eat the rest of it. But this, I finally have all the resources to actually do this video. So after this video, this video is gonna come out. I've talked about it in so many episodes. It has been like since episode 6. Okay, well, we dropped our sword. Okay, well, yeah, we gotta find it. There it is. Oh, well, we got a creeper hole though. Looks better, looks better. Maybe get a tree placed there. Well, there used to be a tree here. The tree's gone now. See if we can get the skeleton to kind of lower our hunger. We'll get some arrows in our face. No enchanted bow. That is just sad. That is sad. We might actually have the glass hiding up here somewhere. Yeah, we do. All the glass is up here. I will bring that down as soon as possible. Now we actually have some hunger. We're gonna go ahead and take a nice big bite out of the moldy cake that's been sitting here for a year. Wow, okay. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Goodbye!